Hello, and welcome to Archvelder's Hacks with Archvelder and his amazing hacks. So we're coming up to the release of the Burning Crusade Classic, and a lot of you will be watching this after the actual launch. So some of you will be looking to level up alts in the final stage of Classic leveling. A lot of people have made videos about the Gurabashi coins which got fixed, so that doesn't work. Here's a different method. This won't allow you to level up in 15 minutes or whatever, but it is the fastest way to spawn mobs I know of in this bracket, and is likely to be the fastest way to get to 60. But first, a quick word from my sponsor, myself, or rather my Patreon. My Patreon isn't for donations, it's a service where I put all the hacks that are too strong to put on YouTube. Right now we have a number of powerful hacks like the method I'm demonstrating here, which allows you to control multiple powerful minions at once and power level through the Burning Crusade. Hell, you could probably get world first with this one if you want to wind up Blizzard enough. But enough of that crass commercialism. Let's get back to this leveling exploit. So first, you'll need to find a young Tyrian Fordring in the far west of Eastern Plaguelands. Fordring has 3 quests waiting for you, which you'll need to complete before you can access the relevant exploit. These quests are very standard go and kill stuff quests. Don't worry about losing too much time here. These are pretty fast to complete. The one thing I would stress is that you don't need to focus on the back quest, as the bloody things fly into you all of the time, whether you want them to or not. In addition to the decent experience, the raw gold you can vendor from the items you get from these mobs is among the best in vanilla. So, having completed all 3 quests, return to Fordring and turn them in. You'll get about half a level doing this. There's one more quest where you just listen to Fordring. Complete that and you should now receive the quest of Forgotten Memories, which is the one that we're looking for. Of Forgotten Memories is located in the Undercroft in the southeast of the Eastern Plaguelands. This area is a crypt populated with trolls. You must clear the area around the crypt for reasons which are about to become obvious. Now, as part of the quest, you must click on this mound of earth. Don't move too quickly away from the mound or nothing will happen, and you'll have to wait 30 seconds for the mound to respawn. If you do this right, then 4 dwarves should appear. These dwarves give normal experience for their level and have regular loot drops. Provided you do not loot the hammer quest item that drops from the mobs, you can kill the mobs and then click on the plot of earth to respawn the dwarves, and keep doing this endlessly. Now, it's not just the fact that you can endlessly spawn mobs that award experience and loot that makes this farm work. It is also that you can exploit mob pathing here using a very simple method. This fence can be jumped over at this point, and in fact you can jump back and forth over the fence, causing the NPCs to continuously run backwards and forwards. If you do it fast enough, you can keep them out of melee range indefinitely, so a ranged class can solo all of the mobs. For example, here my hunter can keep the NPCs running backwards and forwards whilst they are attacked by my pet and taking damage from my ranged abilities. It takes a bit of practice, but it's not what you would call hard. Classes without ranged or tanking abilities may find it difficult to solo all 4 of the dwarves. I noticed this was much tougher on my rogue, even though my rogue has full 60 gear. If you are undergeared and have the wrong class for this, then I'd recommend bringing a friend. For classes that specialise in single target damage, it might well be beneficial to also kill all the mobs in the crypt every time they respawn. As for the single target specialist, the experience and loot per hour from doing this will increase. You can just use the mound as a kind of backup to spawn mobs when all the other mobs in the area have been eliminated. In terms of loot, the Dwarven Crypt robber mobs drop a lot of runecloth, and you have a chance at some greens and a remote chance of some very valuable blue items. This is basically the same as most other standard mobs at this level, the main difference being that you can do this faster because of the on-demand respawns. This is actually a pretty good gold farm in its own right for that reason. While Blizzard technically would consider this an exploit, probably, it is not the sort of thing they generally fix, so you can do this as much as you wish without any real prospects of action being taken against you. It might get nerfed though, so I would do this now if you plan to. So I just quickly want to say a word on what I'm going to be doing in the Burning Crusade, as many of you asked about that. I'm planning to cover Burning Crusade content. Generally speaking, there were fewer exploits in Vanilla Classic than Retail. However, I will be publishing more Burning Crusade videos shortly. On my Patreon we have a number of powerful exploits already involving the Burning Crusade. So there's the video. If you liked it, why not subscribe? Thanks for watching, this has been Archveld.